Hey everyone, today we are taking you along on one of our favorite kinds of trips. A family road trip from Irvine in Southern California all the way up to Mammoth Lakes. It's about a 320-mile drive one way. And if you plan it right, the drive itself is honestly half the vacation. Being vegetarian, finding good food on the road can get tricky. So we packed groceries, fresh fruits, snacks, and plenty of water. Our son is little picky and doesn't really eat outside food. So we rolled up some warm aloo parathas for him. A quick note for anyone planning this trip. We always prefer stays with a kitchen. This time, we are trying an Airbnb for the very first time. Usually we go for hotels with kitchenette, but our close friends and their kids are joining us. So an Airbnb made more sense. If you are packing for this drive, keep it simple. Plenty of water, sunscreen, sunglasses, hats, and layered clothing. Because Mammoth is at 8,000 feet and temperature swings 30 to 40 degrees between day and night. Throw in a power bank and download your maps offline because self-service drops out in patches once you leave the LA basin. We plan to leave at 7 am, but if you are traveling with kids, always add a buffer. We finally rolled out at 8:30 and honestly, that's a win. We are doing this trip in our Tesla, and I have to say, Tesla's full self-driving is a game changer on long highway stretches. It takes so much fatigue out of the drive, especially on the wide open sections of US 395. On our way through the high desert, we spotted a few Joshua trees standing tall along the highway. Those iconic cartoon-looking trees that only grows in this part of the world. Joshua Tree National Park is a whole detour of its own, but even these roadside ones make a beautiful photo stop. This was our first time doing this drive, so I can't really tell you which season is best. We went over the 4th of July weekend and honestly, we weren't sure what to expect with the weather. It did hit around 100 degrees Fahrenheit at few of the desert stops, but overall, it was totally bearable and the higher elevations balanced it out beautifully. If you have done this drive in other seasons, drop your experience in the comments. I would love to hear. Our first charging spot was at Inyokan. For us being vegetarian, options were limited. So this is where our home-packed food came in clutch. The kids stretched their legs, we grabbed some fresh coffee, and we were back on the road in about 25 minutes. Inyokan sits right next to China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station. A huge chunk of this desert is restricted military land where US weapons testing has happened since World War II. After charging, our first real stop was Fossil Falls, and this place is unreal. Despite the name, Fossil Falls isn't a waterfall anymore. Thousands of years ago, powerful water carved these smooth volcanic rocks, creating the unique landscape we see today. If you are driving on Highway 395, just take the Cinder Road exit. It's a short drive on a gravel road to the parking lot. Just keep in mind there's a restroom but no water or other facilities. It's a very short hike, about a quarter mile out and back, almost flat with a bit of rocky scrambling near the end where you look down into the falls. It's very kid friendly, but watch with your little ones near the edge. The drop is real and there are no railings. It's more of an easy adventure than a hike. After Fossil Falls, the drive changes completely. The black volcanic rocks disappear and suddenly you are surrounded by open meadows, cows and horses grazing, and the Sierra Nevada mountains on one side. Honestly, this was one of my favorite parts of the drive. It felt like we were driving through a painting. Our next stop was Alabama Hills, and the views here were incredible. Alabama Hills isn't actually a mountain range. It's a collection of giant granite boulders sitting right below Mount Whitney. It's also been featured in tons of Hollywood movies, so there's a good chance you have seen this place before without even realizing it.
That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. And it's worked out pretty well so far. The Jericho.
Our second charging stop was Bishop, the biggest town on this stretch and the perfect place to break for lunch. The Tesla supercharger is right in downtown, so while the car was charging, we just walked around and explored a bit. One place you absolutely shouldn't miss here is Erick's Schat's Bakery, and is famous for its sheepherder bread, a recipe that's been passed down for generations. The moment you walk in, the smell of fresh bread is incredible. We picked up a loaf of their famous bread, some fresh pastries and cheese bread. They had plenty of vegetarian options too. Honestly, it was the perfect road trip snack before getting back on the road. Past Bishop, US 395 begins climbing seriously. And finally, we made to the Mammoth Lakes. The moment we got here, you could feel the difference. The air was cooler, there was pine trees all around, and it just felt so peaceful. We were staying right in the village, which was super convenient because everything was just a short walk away. Restaurants, coffee shops, little stores, and even the gondola. This was actually our first time staying in an Airbnb, and honestly, it felt less like a rental and more like someone's actual home. It had everything you could possibly need, from cutlery, plates and cups to a mixer, air fryer, grinder, coffee machine, literally everything you would expect in your own kitchen. The house had 2 full bathrooms and both were spotless and really well organized. The living room was beautiful too, with a cozy couch and a big TV where you could all relax after a long day. Right next to it was the first bedroom, which was very spacious and even had a closet. One of our favorite parts was the loft upstairs. There was a full-size bunk bed with 2 twin beds, and the kids absolutely loved it. They were constantly running up and down the stairs and couldn't wait to sleep there. There was another closet up there too, and the owners had left a bunch of board games both for kids and adults, which was such a thoughtful touch. Attached to the loft was another cozy bedroom with its own bathroom and a big TV, so everyone had plenty of space and privacy. Overall, this was honestly one of the nicest and most comfortable places we have stayed on a family vacation. After settling in and grabbing a quick bite at Airbnb, we headed out for the fireworks. The village at Mammoth Lakes celebrates their fireworks on July 2nd instead of July 4th, and it was such a fun way to kick off our vacation. In the next videos, I'll share everything we did for next 4 days, from beautiful lakes and scenic hikes to great food and lots of family memories. So stay tuned. I'll see you in my next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye.